Hello, dear friends. I welcome all of you again in our next online lecture, that is number 8 lecture on our chapter 3 D block element for our chemistry paper first. So we have seen so many properties of D block element in last 7 lecture. Now there is some more properties we have to learn according to our syllabus in this chapter of D block element. So now this next property which we have to discuss about D block element is their colors. See, D block element are present in different colors. D block elements are nothing but they are transition elements. So these transition elements are present in different types of colors, and these colors are depends on their oxidation states. So see here, if we see this picture, this titanium shows purple color in +3 oxidation state. These vanadium show 4 color. In +2 state it shows purple color. In +3 state it show green color. In +4 state it show blue color, and in +5 state it show yellow color. Same way for chromium, in +2 state it show bluish color, in +3 state it show greenish color, and in +6 state it show yellow color. Same it is for manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper. Okay, you know copper is blue color in +2 state, nickel is in grey color at +2 state, cobalt in reddish color at +2 state. Same way iron shows 2 color, light green color in +2 state and yellowish color in +3 state. Same for manganese, light pink color in +2 oxidation state and pinkish color in +7 state. So it depends on variable oxidation states. The color are varies of transition element. Now see, these transition elements shows different types of color because of two reasons. First reason is DD transition of electrons, and second reason is charge transfer transition. So by these two phenomenon, the transition element shows colors. Okay, so now we will see one by one the DD transition of electron and charge transfer transitions. So see here, in next we will see the DD transition of electrons. So what is DD transition of electrons? We all know that D shell has 5 orbitals, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, these are 5 orbitals are present in D subshell. See, okay, so when these 5 orbitals are present in same energy level, then they are called as degenerate d orbital. So at the same energy level, these all 5 orbitals possess degeneracy. This is called as degeneracy. Now see when these compounds, these transition elements form any complex compound, these degeneracy of d orbital get disturbs. What? These 5 orbital of d shell get disturbs and splits into two group. This is first group and this one is second group. First group is called as EG group and second group is called as T2G group. Okay, 3 orbitals acquire lower energy level and 5 orbital acquire higher energy level. So this is called as disturbance in degeneracy, or splitting of d orbital is called as disturbance in degeneracy. Okay, so I hope you got now that at same energy level 5d orbitals possess degeneracy. When this degeneracy get disturbed, these 5 orbitals are divided into two groups. First group is Eg group and second group is T2g group. 3 orbitals are present in lower energy level and 2 orbital are present in higher energy level. So there is get a distribution of these 5 d orbital in lower energy level and higher energy level. Lower energy level group is called as T2g group and higher energy level is called as Eg group. Okay, now see, when the electron present in lower energy level, by absorbing some amount of light, the light that is h mu means light energy. So when this light energy is absorbed by this electron from lower energy level, it promote into higher energy level. So the promotion of electron of d orbital from lower energy level to higher energy level is called as dd transition. So what is dd transition? The transition of electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital within same shell is called as dd transition. So when any electron, see this electron, when this electron get promote into higher energy level by absorbing some amount of light energy or heat energy, then this promotion is called as dd transition of electrons. Okay, so this is called as dd transition, and this dd transition is occur by absorbing this light energy. H mu means light energy. Okay, so this is called dd transition. I hope you get now. Now this dd excitation, see this dd electron excitation takes place from lower level to higher level by absorbing what? Light energy, and hence the complex compound appears color. See in this picture here, this is lower energy level electrons and these are higher energy level electrons. Okay, and this is our 7 color of light. This is 7 color of light. Okay, when these electrons, see, when this electron absorb this light energy, then due to absorbing this light energy, the electron promote from lower energy level to this higher energy level. So this promotion of electron from lower energy level to higher energy level is occur due to absorbing what? This light energy, this radiation of light energy. So that's why this promotion takes place from lower energy level to higher energy level, and due to this absorbance of this light energy any complex compound appears in color, because they have absorbed some particular wavelength of color present in light energy. You know, in light energy there are 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, red, orange. Okay, so these 7 colors are present in this light energy. See here in this pic, it is shown that the light energy of yellow color is suitable to promote this electron from lower energy level to higher energy level. So that's why absorbing light energy of yellow color, any complex compound appears in this yellow color. Okay, so we see the example of titanium. This is a complex titanium H2O6 3+. Okay, so titanium hexahydrate is the name of this complex. So titanium hexahydrate in +3 oxidation state. See, titanium has which oxidation state? +3 oxidation state, shows purple color because it absorbs a particular light energy from this white light, with this white light contains 7 color, and by absorbing some particular wavelength from any particular wavelength of any particular color, they appears in purple color. Okay, so see here what the next statement is. The color is shown by partly filled d orbital due to dd transition. See, the particular complex compound shows color due to partly filled d orbital. Partly filled d orbital means when d orbital contain electron from 1 to 9. Okay, there should be no d0 configuration. Okay, when d orbital contain electron from 1 to 9, then this electronic configuration is called as partly filled d orbital. It should not be empty or it should not be completely filled. So see here, the color is shown by transition element is due to partly filled d orbital, that is d having 1 to 9 electron, and these 1 to 9 electron from d orbital absorb light energy and promote from lower energy level to higher energy level. So this promotion require what? This light energy, and due to this light energy any complex compound appears in color. Okay, so this is the relation in between d orbital and color, appearance of color. Okay, so now see some examples are there. When cobalt 2 plus, when cobalt have oxidation state 2 plus having D2 configuration appear in pink color. Okay, appear in pink color. See here, this cobalt appears in pink color, cobalt plus 2. When chromium plus 2 having configuration D3 appears in bluish green. Okay, this is a chromium 3 plus. Okay, or nickel 2 plus having D8 configuration shows green color. Okay, so chromium when present in plus 2 oxidation state and plus 3 oxidation state shows green color. When chromate present in plus 2 oxidation state shows yellowish color. When dichromate ion is there, then it shows reddish color. Okay, when manganese are present in some particular oxidation state shows greenish color. Okay, iron plus 2 shows this colorless solution, iron plus 3 shows yellowish color, cobalt plus 2 shows pink color, copper plus 2 shows bluish color, nickel plus 2 show greenish color. So that it depends on this electronic configuration D2, D3, D8, or which amount of radiation, which type of wavelength is particular absorbed by the electron. These two conditions depends the appearance of color. So now next, so there is some video on DD transition. Let's see this video. Wait a minute. There is a ad.
This is the second in a series of videos that I've prepared on the chemistry of transition metals and their compounds. And here I look at why transition metal compounds appear in various different colors. In this first example, I'll consider why copper 2 hydroxide appears light blue or cyan in color. Let's look at the electronic configuration in the copper 2 plus ion. That's it there, 3d9. Now this is how color arises. Due to repulsions between the lone pairs on the ligands surrounding the cation and the d electrons in the cation itself, we get splitting of these 5 d atomic orbitals that make up the 3d.
Okay. So
and in the case of this octahedral complex, we get it splitting into a subset of 2 over a subset of 3.
Divided into two groups. This is first group
The difference in energy between those two
and this is
subsets
second
is
group,
very
that is
small
Eg.
indeed, and has a
Okay.
wavelength that
So this
corresponds
happens by
to the
absorbing some
wavelength
light
of
energy.
coloured light. So when light hits the sample, energy of a specific wavelength is absorbed. To promote an electron as shown there, a paired electron
This
from the lower
is
subset
shown here. By absorbing light energy,
into
the electron promotes
an
from
atomic
this lower
orbital with
energy
an
level to
unpaired
this
electron in the
higher
higher
energy level,
subset.
and this is called as DD
The remaining
transition.
wavelengths
This is
of
nothing but it is a DD
light are then
transition.
reflected
Electrons
and
are
appear coloured,
promoting from
as
lower
you'll see
energy level
shortly.
to higher energy level.
Of course, when we think of colours, we might well think of coloured pens or crayons, or mixing different coloured pigments in art. Now, the rules can be somewhat different when it comes to mixing colours of light. But light, white light, is made up of three primary colours: blue, green, and red. And it's helpful to take a look at the so-called colour wheel here, made up of a circle with two interlocking triangles. Now, one of
So
these
now,
triangles is used
this is
for the three primary
a
colours,
primary
blue,
color
green,
shown
and
in
red.
this
So let's put
video:
those in first of all.
blue,
Blue,
green, and
and red. So those are the three primary colours.
By showing this
Now, when you mix
color
two
wheel,
primary
we
colours,
can
you'll
consider
get the secondary
a
colour
particular appearance
in
of
between
color
them
by
on this
any
colour
chemical
circle.
compound.
So when you mix blue light and green light, you get cyan, a light blue colour. Green and red, you get yellow.
So
And when
these
you
are
mix blue and
secondary
red
colors:
light, you get magenta.
cyan, yellow, and
So now
magenta.
I'll try to use that information to explain
So,
why
See,
copper 2
consider a
hydroxide
copper hydroxide
appears a light
compound
blue or
when
cyan
it absorbs
colour.
a light energy from
So
white
light hits the copper 2
from
hydroxide,
white light.
and white light is made up of blue, green,
So
and
this
red.
primary color is
Now,
absorbed by
the
this
copper 2
copper,
hydroxide actually absorbs
and
the
it
red light
appear into another secondary color.
and reflects blue and green. And if you look at the
So,
colour circle, when you
absorbing
mix
these three
blue
primary
and green
color,
light,
it represent
you get
after
cyan.
absorbing light in cyan
And what
color.
about something
Okay.
like potassium
Cyan means
chromate,
light
which appears
bluish
yellow in
color.
colour?
Okay.
Well, in this case, it's because the sample absorbs blue light and reflects green and red. And if you look at the colour circle,
Again, second
you'll see
example
that gives
of
yellow.
this
That's
compound.
it. That's my
When it
look
absorbs
at
primary color, it
where
appears into
colour originates from
yellowish color.
in these transition metal salts.
So,
Thanks for
the
listening.
appearance of color is depend on the absorbance of particular light energy.
आपके बेबी को मिले सिर्फ जेंटल, इसलिए
So now next slide we will see some elements are present in colorless form also. So why some compounds or complex compound are present in colorless form? See here when any complex compound, the central metal atom have D0 configuration. D0 configuration means no electrons are present on d orbital. That's why they appear as colorless. Okay. So these are happen in case of scandium 3 plus and titanium 4 plus. Same way, if we see Zn2 plus and copper plus complex compound, so copper plus 1 have electronic configuration 3d10. So it has no any unpaired electron. Only unpaired electron can promote from lower energy level to higher energy level. So in Cu plus 1, when copper is present in plus 1 oxidation state, it has 3d10 configuration, and that's why there is no unpaired electron. So there is no promotion of electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital. That's why it also present in colorless form, because there is no promotion of electrons. So that's why these electrons cannot absorb light energy, and that's why they appear as a colorless. Same way in case of zinc 2 plus, it also have 3d10 configuration. See here, zinc 2 plus In this case, zinc 2 plus also shows 3d10 configuration, and hence it also appear as colorless, because there is no absorbance of light energy, because there is no promotion of electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital. Okay, so some elements in their complex compound formation state shows colorless appearance because of d0 configuration and d10 configuration. d0 configuration means empty d orbital, and d10 configuration means completely filled d orbital. Okay, so this is the relation in between d0 and d10 configuration and colorless appearance. Now the second reason for showing color in a transition element complex compound is charge transfer transition. It is the second reason. So charge transfer transition means in some transition element shows color due to charge transfer transition. So what is the charge transfer transition? Means the electron is transferred from metal ion to ligand and vice versa. See, any complex compound are formed due to a bonding in between ligand and metal. See students, when any complex compound form, there is a bonding in between metal and in ligands. Okay, so ligands are the electron donors. They donate electron to this metal. They donate electron to this metal d orbital. So by donating this electron, they form what? Coordinate bond. Coordinate bond is represented by this arrow. Okay, so when metal donate its electron, ligand when donate its electron pair to metal, then there is a formation of this coordinate bond. So in this way there is a formation of complex. Complex is formed always in between metal and ligands. Okay, what is ligands? Ligands are electron donors. Okay, so what is charge transfer transition? So when any complex compound formed, there is a transfer of electron from metal ion to ligands and vice versa. Electrons are transferred from metals to ligands and vice versa, means ligands to metal also or metal to ligand also. So when this transfer is occur, then there is a occurrence of charge transfer transition. So this transition also takes place by absorbing light energy in visible region, which give color to ion. So this transition is also occur by absorbing light energy, and that's why particular complex compound appears in the form of color. See, when any complex compound are formed, there is a requirement of these electrons of metal and electrons from these ligands. This side is for ligand and this side is for metals. Okay, so when there is a bonding in between this metal and ligand, there is a formation of these molecular orbitals. These central electrons are showing molecular orbitals. These are atomic orbitals and these are molecular orbital. Okay, see in this picture clearly. So when there is a bonding in between metal and ligand, these molecular orbitals are formed. So this first orbital is sigma molecular orbital, this second one is pi molecular orbital. They are arranged according to their energy level. Okay, so when these electrons are promoted from lower energy level to this higher energy level, lower energy level of molecular orbital to higher energy level molecular orbital, by absorbing some light energy means h mu, then this particular complex compound is appear in the form of color. Okay, so this is called as charge transfer transition. So these electrons are transferred from metal to ligand or ligand to metals. These are orbitals are formed by the bonding of metal and ligand. Okay, so when these electrons are transferred from metal to ligand or ligand to metal by absorbing light energy, then that particular complex compound is appear in the form of color. It depends on the absorbance of which light is absorbed by that particular complex compound. Okay, so there is some video on charge transfer transition. We can see.
The electronic transitions responsible for the color of potassium dichromate and paraffin in their solid state respectively are. The options are shown here. This is the dichromate ion structure.
This is
Here
dichromate ion
each
structure.
CrO3 minus ion is joined by one oxygen atom. It has tetrahedral structure. In dichromate ion, chromium is the central metal ion. Now we see the valence electrons of chromium.
The electronic
In
configuration of
dichromate, chromium
is
exists
4s1,
as plus
3d,
6
5.
oxidation
When
state.
chromium is present
Here
in
the
chromium
valence
plus 3
electrons are
state.
4s0, 3d0. Now we discuss the
See, this chromium is present in plus 6 state having electronic configuration 4s0, 3d0. So d0 configuration means there is no electron in d orbital. Okay. Now, when there is a disturbance in degeneracy, this d orbital divide into Eg group and T2G group. Okay, so there is a bifurcation of d orbitals in 2 orbital at Eg level and 3 orbital at T2G level, and these are the electrons from ligands. So these ligands, when these ligands promote their electron from lower energy level to higher energy level by absorbing some light energy, then this is called as charge transfer transition, and this transition is called as ligand to metal. This is ligand to metal. Okay, so this dichromate ion appears in yellow color due to this transition from lower energy level to higher energy level of electron. Okay, now this is not important. Now we will see next. See, this is shown here the color of permanganate ion. This is called as permanganate ion, KMnO4, and this is a structure of permanganate ion MnO4 minus. MnO4 minus appears in purple color, and dichromate ion are present in yellow color, and this is due to a charge transfer transition. When electrons are promoted from this O minus to this manganese metal ion. Manganese metal ion means it has empty d orbitals. Some empty d orbital are there, and here manganese are present in plus 7 oxidation state. So when manganese are present in plus 7 oxidation state, manganese have some empty d orbital. So when electron are transferred from this oxygen ligand and promote into this manganese metal ion, and such transition, due to such transition, there is a appearance of purple color in this permanganate anion. Okay, and this transition is occur due to absorbance of which energy? Light energy. Which energy? Light energy. So absorbing this light energy, permanganate ions are appear in this purple color form. Same mechanism is for dichromate ion. This is called as chromate ion, CrO4 minus, and this is called as Cr2O7 minus, means dichromate ion. So this dichromate ion are also shows the same phenomenon, that is transfer of electron from ligand to metal. In chromium, see, in this chromium there is oxygen is a ligand. Oxygen is ligand. Okay, 1 minute, we will see it again. This chromate ion shows in this way structural formula. Okay, so this is the structure of chromate ion, CrO4 minus, and these 4 oxygens are nothing but they are ligands. They are called as ligand because they are donating their electron to chromium. So when these ligands donate their electron to chromium ion, means there is a transfer of electron from ligand to metal, and this transfer is called as a charge transfer transition, and due to this transition the chromium appear into yellow color. Okay, because this transition is occur due to absorbance of light energy, and light energy is responsible for imparting a yellow color to this chromate ion. Okay, so this is a example of charge transfer transition or mechanism of charge transfer transitions. So I hope you have understood what is the different colors of transition element, why transition elements are present in different types of color. They shows variation in colors. This variation in colors are depends on their oxidation states. Okay, some transition element in their oxidation state shows a D0 configuration. So when having D0 configuration, that particular transition metal appear colorless, and if any element shows a D10 configuration, so due to D10 configuration there is no possibility of promotion of electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital, and that's why they cannot absorb light energy, and hence they appear into colorless form. So there are 2 reasons for appearance of color of D block elements. Why they shows color? Because of DD transition and charge transfer transition. So DD transition, you know, the promotion of electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital, and charge transfer means the electrons are promoted from ligand to metal or metal to ligand. Okay, so ligand to metal or metal to ligand transfer of electrons is occur by absorbing light energy, and this light energy is responsible for imparting a different color of any complex compound. So we can see here that this manganese, this permanganate ion appears into this purple color, and this is due to charge transfer transition of electron from oxygen ligand to manganese ion. Okay, so here it is a conclusion of this property, that is color of transition elements. So color of transition elements property of D block element is over here, and in next lecture we will see about the tendency to form complex and some magnetic properties of D block element. So magnetic properties of D block element are very important but easy to understand. So in next lecture we will see the magnetic properties and tendency to form complex, and in the next videos we will revise this whole chapter. So don't worry if you have missed any video or missed any lecture of some days, so we will revise it again. Okay, So thank you so much for patience hearing. We will meet again in our next lecture.